Paranoia Agent is a Japanese anime television series created by director Satoshi Kon and produced by Madhouse about a social phenomenon in Musashino, Tokyo caused by a juvenile serial assailant named Lil Slugger. The plot relays between a large cast of people affected in some way by the phenomenon. Usually Lil Slugger's victims or the detectives assigned to apprehend him. As each character becomes the focus of the story, details are revealed about their secret lives and the truth about Lil Slugger. The series and its themes have been compared to those recurrent in the filmography of David Lynch. Creation. During the makings of his previous 3 films, Paranoia Agent creator Satoshi Kon was left with an abundance of unused ideas for stories and arrangements that he felt were good but did not fit into any of his projects. Not wanting to waste the material, he decided to recycle it into a dynamic TV series in which his experimental ideas could be used. In the case of a film to be shown at theaters, I'm working for 2 years and a half, always in the same mood and with the same method. I wanted to do something that allows me to be more flexible, to realize instantly what flashes across my mind. I was also aiming at a sort of entertaining variation, so I decided to go for a TV series. Storyline. Tsukiko Sagi, a shy character designer who created the immensely popular pink dog Moromi, finds herself under pressure to repeat her success. As she walks home that night, she is attacked by an elementary schoolboy on inline skates. 2 police detectives, Kiichi Ikari and Mitsuhiro Minowa, are assigned to the case. They suspect that Tsukiko is lying about the attack, until they receive word of a second victim. Soon the attacker, dubbed Lil Slugger, is blamed for a series of street assaults in Tokyo. None of the victims can recall the boy's face and only 3 distinct details are left in their memories: golden inlined skates, a baseball cap, and the weapon, a bent golden baseball bat. Ikari and Minowa set out to track down the perpetrator and put an end to his crimes. Their hunt is unsuccessful, however, and the investigation eventually leads to both men losing their positions as police detectives. As the attacks continue, it is revealed that they are not random. Instead, Lil Slugger seems to target people in crisis, and the attacks, though violent, led to some improvement in the life of the victim. Minowa becomes convinced that Lil Slugger is a supernatural force, driven to rescue the desperate from their tragedies through violence. He becomes obsessive, broadcasting his warning about Lil Slugger via shortwave radio and seeking a way to kill the supernatural assailant. As public fear of Lil Slugger intensifies, so do his attacks, and the line between truth and fiction becomes blurred. At the same time, public anticipation for the launch of the Moromi television series reaches a fanatical high, almost as if the fear of one is feeding the anticipation for the other. Things come to an end on the night that the Moromi show is set to air. Ikari, now a private security guard, and Minowa, now a wandering knight, attempt to battle Lil Slugger, now an incredibly powerful force. They confront Tsukiko, and she confesses that Moromi was based on a real puppy that Tsukiko had in childhood, whose leash she had one day accidentally dropped, allowing the puppy to run into traffic where it was killed. Instead of taking responsibility for the puppy's death, young Tsukiko invented a story about a bat-wielding, skate-wearing puppy killer Lil Slugger's first attack. Ultimately, Lil Slugger is a paranormal figment of Tsukiko's guilt and fear, brought inexplicably to life when the adult Tsukiko desperately needed to escape her responsibilities and then fed and nurtured by the fear of the populace. In a way, Tsukiko does fulfill her job by creating a character that becomes just as big a sensation as Moromi. When Tsukiko finally confesses the truth, and in doing so accepts the guilt for the death of Moromi, Lil Slugger is defeated. Characters. Although Paranoia Agent has an ensemble cast of characters, the following 5 are the main characters for the plot. Tsukiko Sagi, one of the central characters of the series, she is a famous, but timid character designer best known for a cartoonish dog named Moromi. She carries a plush toy copy of Moromi everywhere. She is Lil Slugger's first apparent victim in the series, and the catalyst who jumpstarts the plot. Voiced by Mamoru Noto, Michelle Ruff, Lil Slugger, the enigmatic figure the series revolves around. He appears as a grinning, baseball cap-wearing juvenile who travels on golden inlined skates and attacks people with a gold-colored metal baseball bat that is curiously bent. Voiced by Daisuke Sakaguchi, Samurai ALll, Detective Kiichi Ikari, one of two police detectives assigned to investigate the attacks by the Lil Slugger. He is extremely old-fashioned and yearns for the simpler, less hurried times. He is often chastised for this by his young and idealistic partner Mitsuhiro Miniwa. Voiced by Shaza Izuka, Michael McAnoe, Detective Mitsuhiro Miniwa, young, idealistic, and a flexible thinker, Miniwa is the perfect complement as well as foil to the more rustic Kiichi Ikari. He is open-minded and unconventional in his methods. Voiced by Toshihiko Seki, Liam O'Brien, Moromi. Moromi is a popular Sanrio-esque mascot created by Tsukiko Sagi. A pink dog with big black eyes and droopy ears, Moromi is a parody of real-life Florina Florency Florin copyright, such as Tara Panda and Rilak Kuma. In Tsukiko's presence, Tsukiko's plush Moromi toy walks, rolls its eyes, and talks to Tsukiko. Voiced by Haruko Momoi, Carrie Savage. Names equals. Many of the characters in Paranoia Agent are often referred to with animal names, especially in each prophetic vision, and the episode The Holy Warrior, in which some characters are depicted as animal-like creatures. In many cases, their Japanese names translate directly to the type of animal which they are referred to as. Sagi means heron, kawazu is an archaic term for frog, ashi means cow, tai means sea bream or red snapper, ka means butterfly, and hiru means leech. Kamo means seagull. Media. Anime. The series first aired on Japan's WOWOW between February 2, 2004 and May 18, 2004. Genon had licensed the anime in North America and released the series on 4 DVDs between October 26, 2004 and May 10, 2005. A UMD version of Volume 1 was made available on October 10, 2005. The English-dubbed version began airing in the US on Adult Swim on May 28, 2005 followed by an encore airing that began on June 6, 2006. In Canada, it began a run on the digital channel G4 Tech TV Canada on July 27, 2007, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time PT. The anime is distributed by MVM Films in the UK. Soundtrack. The music in Paranoia Agent was composed by Japanese electronica pioneer Suzumu Hirasawa. Opening theme, Dream Island Obsessional Park by Suzumu Hirasawa. Ending theme, White Hill Moromi's theme by Suzumu Hirasawa. Film adaptation. In December 2009, the Japanese cult film director Takashi Shimizu announced plans for a movie adaptation of the anime. References. External links. Official website, Paranoia Agent at the Internet Movie Database, Paranoia Agent at Anime News Network's Encyclopedia.